Welcome to the Body Breakthrough Masterclass. My name is Ted Rice, and I want to welcome you because we're going to be covering the 5 shifts to transforming your health and body 3 times faster than traditional programs. And this is going to be unlike other masterclasses that you've been to in the past. I'm not going to talk a lot about me right now. I'm not going to ask about you right now. You're busy, as am I. So I want to jump into information that you can use right away in your life today to start getting better results. Fair enough? So let's get rolling. First thing we need to cover here is who this is for. So if you're a man who's been prioritizing business and other areas of your life over your health, and now you're finally looking to get your health under control by building a lean, strong, and athletic body, then you are in the right place. Especially if you're a business owner, senior executive, entrepreneur, or other high performer who's looking to get an edge in life, and you know that the energy, the clarity, the confidence that you get from being in the best shape ever translates into every other area of your life. Because in the next 45 minutes, you're going to learn how to lose 20 to 30 pounds of unwanted body fat and keep it off without doing any extreme diets, killing yourself in the gym, or even giving up your favorite foods. You're going to learn how to work out in a way that forces your body to build lean muscle and burn fat. And this is going to work for you even if nothing you've tried in the past has ever worked for you. You're going to regain the energy you had in your youth without taking any special supplements or any testosterone replacement therapy. That stuff's unnecessary. And you're going to learn how to get down to 15% body fat or even lower in the next 6 months, even if you've never been that lean in your life. And if you're already skeptical right now, I want to tell you, maybe you'll never be on the cover of Men's Health magazine. But can you get to 15% body fat or even lower? Every single person watching this, that means you right now, this is possible for you. And you're going to learn how to do all of this without any gimmicks, eliminating or cycling carbs, giving up your favorite foods, or making the gym your second home. And my promise to you is that you're going to learn this powerful formula to reduce stress, to transform your health, and get the body that you want faster than anything else that you've ever tried, while still enjoying your life. And I know that's hard to believe right now, but I'm going to show you proof. So if you're skeptical, I appreciate the challenge. Stick with me and let me prove it to you. And I want to talk about what this is not. This isn't a magic pill. It's not going to be anything like that. You and I were old enough to know there are no magic pills. However, what I'm going to show you can work like a magic pill and work better than you ever tried before, but it involves you shifting gears in a way that you've never done before. And this isn't a work harder strategy. There's a real popular program that has you eat super strict and work out twice a day. That's not what I'm promoting here. I'm promoting effectiveness. So what are the most effective strategies? That's what we're going to be covering, and that's what working smarter is. And also, I'm going to be sharing 5 shifts, but not any single shift is the thing that makes all the difference. It's the combination of everything I'm going to tell you put together. And of course, if you got a disease, a medical condition, something like that, make sure you check with your doctor before starting or this or any other program. And I want to tell you, there's nothing for sale in this masterclass. This is free information. There's not going to be a pitch where a button pops up to buy a course or a PDF or anything like that. But if you resonate with what I'm saying here, if you resonate with what I'm sharing with you here, stay to the end because I got a cool invitation for you that just might change your life. Before we hop into the shifts, I want to start out like this. I want to make sure I understand where you're at. So does this sound like you? Do you have some weeks where your body will get visibly leaner, but you just can't seem to maintain it? Do you lose weight after starting a new diet only to fall off the wagon because it's just too strict and doesn't fit into your lifestyle? And if you're like most people, you end up gaining the weight back and you repeat this over and over and lose the same 10 to 20 pounds over and over again. And do you know that exercise is key to your health and mental performance, but you're working so hard on your business and or career that you just can't seem to find the time? And have you tried following strict diets, exercising hard, but ended up burning out and or getting injured and still not seeing the results you wanted? And do you see other men with an amazing body full of energy crushing it in business and life, and you have no idea how they're doing it all at the same time? And are you tired of mainstream fitness advice because you feel it's all about strategic marketing and quick fixes, and none of it would work for the long term? And lastly, do you secretly fear that you're never going to get your body to look the way you want because maybe you're too old, or maybe there's something wrong with your metabolism, or maybe your genes just aren't as good as you thought they were, or perhaps you're suffering from low testosterone? Look, none of these are the reason. None of them. And if you believe any of this, I'm going to show you today that none of this is true. I'll tell you what, I help postmenopausal women change their bodies. So you as a man, look, none of this is holding you back. The real problem here is that you haven't made what I call the shifts. And once you make them, every day you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to see all of that unwanted fat that you've been wanting to get rid of melting off your body faster than you thought possible. You'll start to see a transformation happen while seeing lean muscle appear all over your body. You're going to start to see that muscular definition. And let me tell you, when you start seeing that, you feel young again. I'm going to show you photos of me later in my transformation, as well as some other clients. And we'll talk more in detail about that when we come to that. You'll wake up in the morning full of energy from the moment you get up, and you'll fall asleep effortlessly at night. So no more of that tired but wired feeling at the end of the night, or drinking 4 shots of espresso just to make it through your day. And your body and presence will communicate confidence, and you'll subconsciously communicate success wherever you go, making more sales, getting raises, promotions, etc. They'll all come with less effort. And the truth about this, my friend, is that you're judging me right now, and you're going to judge me when I show you my photos. We all judge each other. And the more as a man that we can step up and have our act together and show up like the strong, confident man that we all have the potential to be, that every single one of us has the potential to be, the more quote unquote lucky you will get in life. And you'll know the exact amount and types of foods to eat for your body type and lifestyle while working out less. And you will have complete control over how you look and feel, maybe for the first time in your life. So I know I've made some big claims there, and you're probably wondering, well, who are you, Ted? And the first thing I'm going to take a few minutes, not very long, but just a few minutes to tell you a little bit about myself. And the first thing I want to tell you is I'm not an internet marketer. I don't have a business degree. I don't have a degree in marketing. I don't have an MBA from Wharton's. All right. I have a degree in biology, almost went into medical school until I decided giving people drugs for lifestyle issues wasn't going to be the thing that would make me happy. So I got into the health and fitness industry. It's the only thing that I've ever done in my whole entire adult life. It's not a job or a career for me. It's a passion. It's a purpose. I love doing it. And I've been working with hundreds of men from all ages and backgrounds, in person and online, for the past 20 years. I could be doing other things. I've had a lot of opportunities come my way, but I choose to do this because it is just incredible how you can help someone when you show them the right things and the transformation that happens for them. And in case you're interested, back in Miami Beach when I was a personal trainer, I worked with Robert Downey Jr. while he was getting ready for his first Iron Man movie. I worked with Sir Richard Branson. He called me a fit bastard, which I took to be a great compliment. I worked with Ricky Martin when he was living in Miami Beach and getting ready for a tour. And I've worked with dozens of CEOs of multi-million-dollar companies from around the world. Guys you wouldn't know the names of, but very successful men. And the point here is that these people have the resources to choose anyone. They can work with anyone, but they chose to work with me. And why is that? Well, because my specialty is creating systems that make losing fat and building a lean, athletic body simple and easy to fit into your busy lifestyle. Because if you can't make it a lifestyle, then it's only a matter of time before you give up. And from my systems, I've guided hundreds of men to their dream body, so that they can finally feel great taking their shirts off at the beach or at the pool, have more energy, exude confidence, and live the extraordinary life that I think we all deserve, but we also have to earn by stepping up and taking care of what needs to be taken care of. So let me tell you a little bit about the 5 shifts and how I discovered them. So as I said, I've been in this business for almost 21 years now. And when I was first starting out, I noticed that there were basically 2 types of clients. Clients that had just a dramatic transformation physically, but also internally as well. They started doing better at work, making more money, being a better parent, being a better business owner, dentist, accountant, attorney, whatever it was that they were doing. And then clients who would show up and it was definitely better than sitting on the couch. They got a workout in a few times a week, but no big change. And it really frustrated me. And I would talk with other nutritionists, health coaches, personal trainers about it and notice that they all had the same situation. They all had these 2 types of clients. The clients that we love to talk about, and then the clients that we're embarrassed of. And I started wondering, well, what do the successful ones all have in common? Like, they're very different lifestyles, very different people, but what are the foundational principles that we can take away and use for anyone and get them results? And that's what I figured out. And I also went through this journey on my own. As you can see on the left, that was me about 23, maybe 24 years old. I thought I really, as you can probably see by my face, I thought I really knew what I was doing. Thought I knew a lot. And that's me in my 30s, overweight, nearly obese actually. 22, 23% body fat. When you get up to 25%, that's characterized as obesity as a man. It's different for women. And I had high blood pressure, high blood sugar, pre-diabetic levels. I felt terrible, and I was in the health and fitness business. It wasn't good for business for me. And being out of shape is bad for business for everyone. And I was a low carber. I was doing all these strict diets. I was doing these hard workouts, eating so clean. And it didn't work for me. I was so frustrated. And now on the right there, that's me just a few weeks ago at James Bond Island. I'm going to show you another photo where I'm even leaner than that, even bigger muscles than that, in better shape, without supplements, without testosterone, without any of that, just by doing the right things. And that's what I do for my clients. And you can get these results too. And I'm showing you this because that's me nearly 43 years old on the right. And that's me about 36, 37 in the middle. I've gotten older, but I've gotten in better shape. It's not your age. It's not your slow metabolism. I worked so hard. I thought I knew what I was doing and wasn't getting results. You're not doing it right. And that's what I learned. I wasn't doing it right. My clients weren't doing it right. I wasn't showing them the right things to do. And now I know what the right things to do are. What I discovered are that there are 5 simple shifts to unlocking the body of your dreams. And if you just do these 5 things, you will get into the shape that you've always wanted to be in and maintain that shape while experiencing more energy and vitality than you ever thought possible. Listen, I feel like I'm in my 20s right now, except my hair did not grow back. But other than that, people are so surprised when I tell them I'm 42, especially when I'm wearing a hat. So I'm going to walk you through all of them in this masterclass. And the first thing we need to talk about here is the quick fix trap. The quick fix trap is at the heart of every piece of mainstream fitness and nutrition advice. Do intermittent fasting or keto, or better yet, combine them. Or eliminate or cycle carbs while working out 5 to 6 days per week in the gym. Do cardio on an empty stomach every day. Go on a detox or cleanse for a week or 2, and then you can go back to normal. And if you didn't reach your fitness goals, you couldn't stay on the keto, you couldn't do the intermittent fasting, you just had to have a little bit of carbs and, and you didn't reach your goals, it's because you lack the self-discipline or motivation to carry you through to the end. Does that sound familiar? Well, that's BS. There's one simple question to know if what you're doing is the right approach, and it's this. Can I see myself doing this for the rest of my life? Because if the answer is no, then what you're doing is quick fix solution and it's a waste of your time. It's just not the right approach for you. It's as simple as that. What I do and what I show my clients to do, I'm having the greatest time of my life when I'm going to show you some of the things that I eat. And I've gotten leaner eating this stuff because I've figured this out. I've cracked the code. And I help other people crack the code too. I show them. You don't have to be so strict. In fact, it works against you because then you're on this on the wagon, off the wagon thing. So short-term success is about forcing yourself to work out 2 times a day on Saturdays and, all the 90-minute workouts 5 times a week, all the craziness, the intermittent fasting, the keto, the just eat, the Atkins diet, all that stuff. And try to stick to it, even though it's really hard to stick to, until you get the results or run out of willpower and give up. But long-term success is different. You got to follow a flexible and sustainable system that will make sure that you're able to do it. And it will make getting your dream body achievable and inevitable. And the truth about it is, if you really want to know if you're serious about this, because if you're in the quick fix mindset still, you're in the wrong place. But if you want to get this handled once and for all, it's about mastering skills and being sustainable. And a key characteristic of being sustainable is having some flexibility. We know that the stricter a diet, the harder it is to stick to. You see all the people talking about how the great results with keto, they're all struggling with it. Not all of them. Some of them get great results for sure because for whatever reason it works for them, or maybe they have the type of personality that does well with it. But what you don't see are the people who end up coming to me because they couldn't stick to keto. They were on low carb diets but hated it. Here's an example right here. Here's Kevin, hardworking professional in a leadership position at his company, a husband and a father of 2 children. He was on the cutting out carbs, restrictive dieting, causing him to lose and regain the same 10 to 15 pounds every time you go on a diet. And it was messing with him. It was messing with his confidence. I mean, look at him. If you look like that and you're trying hard, man, that sucks. But I ended up talking to him, and Kevin joined my program, and I gave him the exact amount and types of foods he needed to lose fat, build muscle, and boost his energy. He fully committed to the plan, and you can see what happened next. In just 5 months, his body completely transformed. His energy levels and confidence went through the roof. He ended up getting a promotion and a raise during the time that we worked together. He ended up actually getting another job at a different company that paid better with better benefits and everything. And I want you to not just look at the muscle definition that you can see on his body. I want you to look at the eyes and the facial expression of the man on the left versus the man on the right. That man on the left, that guy's not getting the promotions. He's not getting the raises. He's wondering when someone is going to give something to recognize his greatness and give something to him, give him a handout. That other guy on the right, that's the guy who knows his worth, who steps up as a man and goes after what he wants and accomplishes it. That's the power of what happens when you take control of yourself, when you stop looking for quick fixes and step up and get this handled once and for all. So the next shift is debunking the biggest diet myth. So you've read all this stuff before. Come on, this isn't your first rodeo here. You've read all of this stuff. If you're watching this masterclass, you've read all of this stuff. But none of it, all of it can work, but none of it is the thing that does work. That does work for everyone. What is that? We'll get to that in a second. But here's what the expert advice summary says. Cut out carbs because carbs make you fat. Avoid fats because a high fat intake will increase inflammation and give you heart disease. Stop eating protein because it's bad for your kidneys and will give you cancer. And if that's not confusing enough for you, stop eating fruits because quote unquote sugar. And only eat organic vegetables because the pesticides disrupt your hormones and make you fat. Following bad advice like this works because you can't eat anything. And yeah, you're going to get results by not eating any food and you'll lose weight. That's 100% guaranteed. You just won't feel good, you won't be healthy, and you definitely won't be able to keep it up. And when you get this wrong, you end up slowing down your metabolism. You can end up losing muscle. If you ever seen anybody lose a lot of weight And then you look at them in their clothes, they look good. Then they take their shirts off. You're like, ooh, yeah, you're looking emaciated, not, not amazing. You're looking emaciated. Also, insomnia can be a problem. Inability to concentrate, poor physical performance in the gym, especially with low carb diets. Reduction in thyroid hormones, again, if the calories are too low or the carbs are too low. Reduction in testosterone levels. Aches and pains in your muscles and or joints. Decreased body temperature, feeling unmotivated or lacking energy. Increased susceptibility to colds, sore throats, and other illnesses. Fatigue, and disordered eating habits and thoughts, thinking you need to always, oh, I'm on the diet. No, now I'm off the diet. No, I'm back on the diet now because it's new year, new you, or I'm off the diet. That's disordered. And I want to tell you this. Here's the truth. All diets work, but through the same mechanism. They explain to you how they work. They tell you what the method is, but how it really works, it's all the same. Because fat loss happens when the body is in energy deficit, also known as a calorie deficit. So you've got your energy out and your energy in. Your energy in is what you drink and what you eat. The energy out is, I'm not going to go into all the details there, but your physical activity, your resting metabolic rate, the thermic effect of digesting food, and what's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, the unconscious activity. The energy you use, keeping your posture, walking around, etc., anything that isn't exercise. So when you create an energy deficit, the body has to get the missing energy from somewhere, and it gets it from your body fat. Because the primary purpose of having body fat to begin with was to get energy in times of need. But we're not in a situation where we experience famines anymore in the modern world. You will never run out of food. In fact, there's just an overflowing abundance of food to where you go food shopping, and at the checkout, there's a bunch of other candies and candy bars and chocolate things and sugary gum that they're trying to sell you. People are just trying to sell you more and more and more. But when you learn how to create an energy deficit and, here's the key, prevent muscle loss, this energy must come from burning body fat. But the key here is just to eat the right amount of calories to lose fat while staying healthy, strong, and full of energy. So if you eat too much, yeah, you can gain muscle, but you get fat. If you eat too little, yeah, you lose fat, but you can also lose muscle, and you feel terrible doing it. So you've got to find the right amount that makes you feel good while helping you perform well in the gym and gives you fat loss. And so we create an energy deficit through a combination of diet, lifestyle, and the right amount of exercises. We keep the protein at a certain amount to prevent muscle loss and to hopefully build muscle. And we eat the right types of foods to keep you full, boost your energy, and improve your overall health. But 20% of the time, you eat what you want. As long as you stay within that calorie range, you can lose fat, have your cake, and eat it too. That's what I do, and I'm going to show you photos of some of the things that I eat. In fact, there you go. Because when you understand the rules of nutrition like I do and like how I teach my clients, I eat things like this. Now, I don't eat them every day, but I eat something every week. I had some really nice Hokkaido cheese tarts. Hokkaido is a place in Japan where they're very famous for their milk, actually. And they were just incredible desserts. I froze them. So they tasted like ice cream. It was delicious. And here's some other things that I eat. But also, here's me. This is super recent, maybe 2 weeks ago. No, actually, maybe a little bit more, like 3 weeks ago now. And that's me training Muay Thai. So as you can see, fat guy on the left ain't fat anymore. And as you can also see, my hair is still going away. So don't think that getting lean will make your hair grow back. Just a little joke there. So that's what happens when you apply shift number 2. Let's talk about shift number 3, which is using the secret weapon. Progressive overload training is the most effective way to force your body to build lean muscle and to get stronger. And is the single most important factor for getting massive results from any type of workout or any form of exercise. It's that important. And if you get this wrong, and you do too much cardio or work out too much or drop your calories too low, you end up looking like the guy on the left. Actually, probably won't even look as good as that guy, really. And I always show this picture on the right, drives women crazy. That photo, that's what women all dread. And I love showing that when I do my masterclass for women, because a lot of women end up like that. Guys probably end up more muscle fat, where they're fat, but they think they have a lot of muscle, but they're actually just fat. But once you do this right and you combine progressive overload training with the right type of nutrition principles, this is the type of physique you get. Like the physique that I have, like the physique that these guys have. And guess what? You can maintain it for a long time. That Strauss Zelnick, 61 years old, ripped. Now he died, he did something a little special to get that lean for that photo, for his book. But he looks really good all the time at 61 years old. And check out Mark Sisson at 64. Now that's more about, that's more something that you can aspire to. That's what I'm going to look like in my 60s. I'm in my 40s. I'm going to look that way in my 50s. And I'm certainly going to look that way in my 60s because I've cracked the code. And you can be too. Now, the only way your body will ever want to build muscle and to get stronger is if you create the signals that these changes have to be made. And where this comes from is you've got to do better every time you go to the gym. Now, this changes once you get close to your genetic limit, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not near my genetic limit, and you certainly are nowhere near your genetic limit. Nowhere near. You have years of progress that you can be making, but you've got to learn the right principles and apply them. So if you don't do this and you keep doing the same weight for the same reps and the same sets, you look the same. And that's exactly where most people are stuck, actually both men and women here. And we know that the key factor for growing muscle is increasing training volume over time. So you got to be doing more reps over time with the same weight and eventually adding weight and even adding sets. That's what needs to happen. And if you get this right and finally exercise in a smart way, you'll get faster results while maintaining your muscle mass and boosting your strength. But if you're the type of person, well, I got my heart pumping. You did cardio with weights. You're missing it. You're not doing it right. It has nothing to do with whether your heart was pumping or if you were out of breath. It has to do with your muscles. Don't make the mistake of doing cardio with weight training. Separate them and focus on what I'm talking about here. Because if you're not doing more than what you did last time in the gym, you're not getting results. And would you rather follow a plan that leaves you exhausted and sore, patting yourself on the back, but also wondering why you're not changing? Or would you rather follow a progressive overload plan where you see results in your body every single week? That's what I show my clients how to do. That's what you can do as well. The choice is yours. And here's a case study for you. This is Todd, 46 years old, engineer, been training with weights for years. And that's the results of his weight training, muscle fat, really fat actually. And on top of trying different fad diets, he tried workouts, doing cardio, typical bodybuilding routines, etc. Bodybuilding.com, menshealth.com, right? But he never managed to crack the code to find out what really works for his body. And once we put him on an overload training plan, along with the nutrition that I mentioned, his body responded rapidly by losing fat and building muscle at the same time. And in the process, Todd lost 72 pounds of fat while getting stronger on every single exercise in the gym and completely transforming his body in the process. And now he's so confident that instead of those, I don't know, what do you call them, shorts, the basketball shorts, he's rocking his Star Wars boxer briefs. He's a happy, happy man now. And that could be you. So let's move to the next shift. There's no perfect time. There are two reasons why you don't have the body you want right now. You're not following the right strategies to create success, and we've talked about what those are. Get rid of the quick fix mentality. Start figuring out the exact amount and types of foods that you need to eat. And use progressive overload training to force your body to build muscle. Those are the right strategies. But the other thing is the mindset. A lot of people, a lot of men, they're waiting for the right time, the perfect situation. Oh, when things just slow down, I'll be able to lose fat, build lean muscle, and get my health handled. But let's talk about this. The brutal truth about New Year's resolutions. People who actually get results, like myself, like my clients, we don't wait for the right time. We make it work, because the right time doesn't exist. Or if it does, it's a very brief period, and then it's not the right time anymore. You're probably familiar with New Year's resolution statistics. If not, here's a summary. Most people don't keep them. About 80% of people who make New Year's resolutions have dropped them by the second week of February. And what this really comes down to is perfectionism. Like, oh no, but I want to wait until I can really do this right. I can really, no, that's BS. It's a cop-out, because perfection doesn't exist. You need to learn how to get in shape in the context of your real life. When dad gets sick, when one of the kids, gets sick, with whatever is going on, when work gets busy, you need to be able to follow something. You need to have a plan to still do something, or you will never, and I repeat, never get this handled. And that's where most people are. So the old way is, when New Year's rolls around, I'll, get into the gym, crowd it out. That's when I stay away from the gym, actually. I'll find other things to do until people drop off, because I don't want to wait for machines or bench press, I'll get back on track after my vacation. Tomorrow I'll work out hard and make up for all the days this week that I couldn't go to the gym. Or I'll put my job and or my kids and or my partner ahead of me just one more time, because this is life, and that's what men are supposed to do. They sacrifice to provide for their family. But the truth is, this is being stuck. This is stress. This leads to frustration, emotional eating, actually drinking in a lot of cases for men. Women, it's more eating, but could be eating and drinking. Weight gain, health issues. But let's talk about the new way. New way is, no one's coming to save you. No one's going to make time for you. Nobody's going to show up and make it easier for you. You need to man up and step up. And when you do that, your life is going to change. And you need to always commit to doing something, no matter how small. Even when you're super busy. Even when one of the kids are sick. Even when dad's in the hospital or mom's in the hospital. It doesn't matter. You've got to do something. You've got to get rid of that all or nothing mindset. And instead of working hard to make up for missing workouts, how about following something that actually fits your schedule that you can be consistent with? Because the truth is, you can get great results with very little time, but you need to know what to do, and most guys don't. And you understand that the best way to show up as the father that your kids need, the husband that your wife needs or girlfriend needs, and to crush it in your career is by stepping up and making this a commitment of yours, by focusing on yourself. We all like to think that we focus on the things that we do for others, but in reality, it's the example that we set by our actions that matter the most, that people pay attention to the most. And your health and fitness form the foundation of success for every single area of your life. Without good health, you'll never have the energy and focus you need to be the man that you have the potential to be, that you want to be. Let me introduce you to Rich. Father of four boys actually, owns an accounting firm, and his nickname was Yo-Yo Dieter. And his name was that because he'd lose weight and gain it back every time he got busy during tax season. And Rich is 52. That had been going on for 25 years. And you can see the results of that in that photo to the right. Because he was all or nothing. When it was tax time, it was nothing when it came to following an exercise program or nutrition. And that's where he was, stuck. Stuck with his health, stuck with his business, stuck in life. I showed Rich how to stay on track with his nutrition and workouts, even when tax season got crazy, because you know how it is. We're all stressing out our accountants by turning in things late or turning in things incomplete. You know exactly where Rich is coming from. And he committed to always doing something and lost 29 pounds of fat while building lean muscle. And more importantly, It's the first year, 2019, that he gained 1 pound. It's not that he didn't gain any weight, but he only gained 1 pound. 1 pound. And it's already gone. Because we're still working together. Getting him even leaner. And on top of that, he's got more energy, more confidence, and is making more money as the result of stepping up. Look at the guy, look at the face of the guy on the left. Look at the clothes he's wearing. Look at his posture on the left. Look at that facial expression. Look at the guy on the right. That's the guy who's making more money. That's the guy who has more energy. That's the guy who has more confidence. Because he stepped up, he manned up, he made it happen. He committed to doing it and made it happen. Now life is exponentially better for him. Which brings us to our fifth shift here, which is invest in mentoring. Everyone should have a mentor. I have a mentor. I have several different mentors. Mentoring brings three things: new ideas, clear structure, and accountability. In fact, there are ideas in your head right now that would have not been there, if you didn't make time for this masterclass. Most guys look the same after year. They gain or lose the same 10 to 20 pounds. They spend thousands of dollars on gym memberships, personal trainers, ebooks, courses, supplements, not to mention all the time that they spend searching online, listening to podcasts, reading blog posts. And despite investing all their time, energy, and money into these things, they never see what their body is truly capable of. They never crack the code. They never figure it out. Repeating the same unsuccessful patterns over and over again is crazy. But yet, we're smart, but we fall into the same trap year after year. And I'll tell you this, there's enough confusing information out there that it's going to take years to find out what's right and what is BS. And most people never figure it out. That's the truth. Just look around you. I personally invested more than $20,000 on training and mentoring every time it was a big decision. But it paid off. I'm living the life of my dreams. I'm in the best shape of my life. The investments pay for themselves. So don't do it alone. Find the best mentor out there and spend what it takes to work with them. And that's the fifth shift. So let's go over what we talked about today. Number one, escape the quick fix trap. Stop falling for that stuff. You're an adult. 2, master the right nutrition principles. Use the secret weapon, progressive overload training. You must perform better in the gym every time you show up to the gym. 4, customize training and nutrition to fit your body and your lifestyle. And that needs to be flexible for when you have less time or more time. But you need to know what to do, and you need to have a flexible approach. And 5, if you're not doing this on your own, if you look at your results in the past years, months, how much weight did you lose last month? How much weight did you lose last 6 months? Are you where you want to be? The fastest way to get the results you want is to invest in a mentor. And these 5 shifts alone are enough to get you to reclaim your health and get you the body you've always wanted and to live that extraordinary life that we all have the potential to live. And now you have a choice. So if you've resonated with this information, I'm just going to take a couple minutes here to tell you about the choice that you have. Here's how I can help. My team and I have set aside some time in the next 72 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply these techniques in your life and get immediate results starting today. So I cover big picture things, and you're probably wondering, oh, well, how do I put that into my life? Well, I'm going to help you do that on the call. And the cost is absolutely free. You don't have to give me your credit card. You don't have to pay anything. And whatever your biggest challenges are, your busy calendar, state of your health, low energy, whatever you think it is, I've seen it all. I know how to get you results. I know how to shift you past it. But here's the catch. This isn't for everyone. You've got to be fully open, and I mean fully open to changing your current approach, and possess the courage to embrace a faster and smarter way to transform your health, body, and life. And you must be sick and tired of being out of shape and 110% committed to changing now. You need to be ready to change now. So if you're ready in 6 months, or when New Year's comes along, or whatever other perfect time that imaginary perfect time that you tell yourself, this isn't for you. But if you're sick and tired, you want to make a change now because you know that on the other side of that change, that's the life you want to live. That's the life where you're experiencing such heightened joy, heightened level of experience, that's what you want, then if that's you, book a session right away. And on the call, I'm going to help you get total clarity about exactly what you want your body, health, and lifestyle to look like, as well as the exact steps you should take to getting in shape faster than you ever thought possible, because it doesn't take 3 years to get in shape. It doesn't take 1 year to get in shape. You can do it quickly. And if you want us to help you and we think it's a good fit, we may invite you to be part of our coaching program. And if we work together, I'll put you through the same program that I put Kevin through, that I put Todd through, that I put Rich through. All the clients that have had success with me, I put you through the same program. And this curriculum is designed to get you the body and health you've always wanted, no matter your age, busy lifestyle, or how many times you tried and failed in the past. And we expect you to make real progress to achieve this within the next 12 weeks. We don't mess around. This isn't mess around time. This isn't dabbling time. This isn't for dabblers. This is for people who really want to step up and make this happen. And so here's what you do. Go to legendarylifeprogram.com/apply. The spaces are limited. And I'll tell you this, if you've resonated with what I told you right now, don't put this off. Go to this link or click that link right now and schedule a time. It doesn't cost you anything to schedule the time or to have the call. Don't put this off till tomorrow. If you want this, if you really want this, if you looked at those before and afters and you said, you know what, that's what I want. That's what I need in my life. I want to step up. I want the experience that those guys are having. I want that look of confidence on my face. I want to feel good when I'm taking my shirt off. Then go to this link and sign up for a free call. And I want to say this. It may seem that, I'm passionate about losing fat and building muscle, and I am. I think it's important. I think, it may not be politically correct to say, but I think the way we look matters. But I want to say this too. The way we feel matters even more. And I showed you the weight loss, and it's pretty dramatic what you've seen. But the truth is, Todd, Rich, Kevin, their experience of life is on a whole nother level. On a level that they never thought was even possible because of their age. They thought they were too old. They lost the fire of life. And the truth is, you can reclaim that power, that energy, that feeling of energy that you had in your youth that's no longer there. You can get that back. But I can't bring you across the bridge of fear. I can't come over to the other side of this screen to help you set up the time. That's on you. So if you're serious, if you're ready to embrace a faster and smarter way to get results, if you are sick and tired of being where you are right now and you want to change now, and you don't want to do it in 3 years or 1 year, you want to do it in a fast time period, as fast as possible so you can start enjoying life, go to legendarylifeprogram.com/apply and sign up for that call. Don't put it off. Don't put yourself off anymore. Step up, make it happen, because life can be amazing again. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. I hope you enjoyed this, and looking forward to speaking with you.